Natural disaster is common in every part of the world. It is a growing concern globally due to its effects that leads to damage of property and loss of life. These disasters are mostly experienced in urban areas. As urbanization speeds up, there are challenges that confront the future of cities. For example, environmental threats, availability of resources, waste management, traffic congestion, amongst others. It is a fact that the heavy rain witnessed in the past 5 years and this year have caused serious flooding in both urban and rural areas of some states in Nigeria, and Lagos State is not an exception. Lagos, being the African largest city and Nigeria's economic nerve center, has been experiencing flooding each year, which have caused havoc to the residents.
Lagos State today lies along the shores of the Atlantic Ocean. It's a lowland. If you look at some other factors that may influence, flooding in Lagos State, we consider the factors of topography, land use, land cover modifications, influence of canals and lagoons and beaches, urbanization and population growth, poor urban planning, and poor environmental management over the years by successive governments.
When it rains in Lagos, the city appears to function differently. Streets and homes are flooded, even property, including cars and other valuables, submerged.
If there is flood, things will start going slowly and it affects the daily transaction in Lagos.
Flooding comes with traffic, so when there's traffic, it delays you, it wastes your time.
Anytime it rains heavily, we find it very difficult to come out from the street because flood will cover the whole gutter. You don't know what the difference between gutter and the main road.
Whenever it rains, the street alone, you can't even come out. They use this fridge. That's what we use. You will have to sit inside and call the aboki in the area to push you through to where there's a dry ground for you to pass through. And at times, 2 days I will not go to work because I have to call them, yes.
Flood is not only experienced in this part of the world. Developed countries have also had their fair share when heaven lets loose. But there is so much expectation from the government by the citizen to cushion the effects of flood.
Planning is a fundamental part of development. We should ensure that developments are well arranged and planned in such a way that it will be convenient. It will be easy for people to move from an origin to a destination in order to carry out their day-to-day running activities.
We're already launching the maintenance cleaning program for the state. So that will immediately take away a lot of the flooding we're seeing around. And moving ahead of that, some of the strains are in their natural form, the earth form. We need to properly upgrade that. By line, when I say lining, that means we're constructing proper channels, not just the earth channels. So when you line a channel, you are increasing the efficiency. Lagosians, be ready, flood will be something we will reduce to a drastic minimum.
As much as the populace wait for the government to bring a lasting solution to flood, we all have our own role to play by keeping drainages clean. Stop indiscriminate dumping of refuse by the roadside. With these, the effects of flooding will be curtailed to a large extent.